In this video, I'm going to discuss trading size. This is a very important video, which is why I've labeled it important. Because whether you're experienced with meme coin investing and trading or brand new, this is a common mistake new people make. I made this when I first started any type of trading, especially when you jump into something new. You see, a couple of trades work, go in your favor, and you think, well, let me just double up the position and see how that goes. I'll just make my money faster. Massive, massive mistake. So many things could go wrong with this, and it's really important you protect your trading account. So let's say you've got 1K and you're like, I want to use my 1K. I've got other crypto investments and stuff, but I want to use 1K to invest in meme coins. So literally we'll use round figures. And let's say we're doing Solana meme coins. So you've got $1,000 in Solana and you've already put it inside your Phantom wallet. So it's basically ready to go. You can connect that onto Raydium or use a bot, and you can start trading in Solana meme coins. Now, when you're brand new, if you're watching this and you're brand new, I don't care how much money you have, you're not going to be buying more than maximum $5. Because you need to just get the experience of buying and selling, seeing price move up and down, and then take it from there. Even if your 5 turns into 50 and you're like, man, that was a 10x there, whatever, I'd put in all 1,000 and I would have made 10,000. It doesn't matter. Life's not that kind, unfortunately. You will put 5 and 5 and 5 and 5 and be doing that for a few days until you get the hang of it. Because trust me, some of these you're going to lose 90% on this, some of these trades, because you don't know what you're doing yet. And that's okay. You have to humble yourself and start really small. And the thing is, when you start really small, there'll be no emotions. The problem is with larger numbers, let's say you take 1,000, a lot of people do this, that let me just do 500. Like, what the hell is 1,000 going to do? Let me do a 500, just see how it goes. And the collection seemed to be going okay and the chart was going up, and then suddenly, you know what, just a couple of big sells. And suddenly you're down 50%. What are you going to do with your 500? You're not going to sell it. Most people won't. They'll hold and hope. And I'm sure it's happened to you before in any type of investing. It's a dangerous position because you've made a massive error there, but you're so emotionally invested with the amount you put in that you're willing to hold the loss, even though that's not the wise thing to do here. And you don't want to regret it in case it suddenly turns and goes up. So you just keep holding, and then maybe it goes up a bit, down a bit, but then it just slowly keeps going down because, as I've shown you in another video, most new launches will have that pump and dump cycle chart, that pump and dump chart. So you're in trouble. And then you finally lose your wits. You start complaining in the telegrams. You're asking people why they're cheating and why is everybody selling and where's the dev? Like, where the hell has he gone? Like, he needs to pump my bags however he can. Like, come on, dev, stop being annoying. And when you start doing that stuff, you're too emotionally invested, and then you're in trouble. And then eventually you just give up hope and you sell it for $50 and you've lost most of it. So now you're left with $550 in your account. You do one or more of those trades and then that's your account gone. Simple as that. And you hadn't even given yourself a chance to learn. But if you start with small amounts that don't cause emotion, then even when you're in profit, you're not going to quickly sell. Because if you're in profit and it goes to 10, you're not going to be like, oh, I need to quickly sell here. Because if it was 500 going to 1,000, you'll be more emotionally thinking, I need to sell. Even though there's nothing wrong with the collection. It's looking really good. The numbers are looking good. The chart's looking healthy. More and more people into Telegram. There's no suspicions or scams involved in this. That as far as you can see, it's a really good meme as well. It makes more sense to hold that. But you're not holding because the number you invested in was too high. You need to start smaller. Start with 5 and build up. Even if you're experienced, but you're learning this from the first time, and this whole training is blowing your mind. That's a good thing. I'm happy about that. But what that means is a lot of this stuff you did not know. So you're starting pretty much from afresh. Start small, build up. And when you can prove with these little investments that, in total during the day, it's a lot. Still, if you add all the 5s up, in the whole day, you may have invested $50 or $100. Good thing about Solana, as you know, transaction fees are very, very low. So nothing wrong with buying small amounts. You've done $50 or $100 for the day. That's still a lot of investing. And if you're regularly flipping this into 2x, 200 every day, you're making $100 a day, but you're proving it to yourself. Then maybe you can start building up your position size. But you want to have enough chips at the end of the day as you're learning. This is basically called your learning fee. This is the fee to learn. The fee to learn is taking a few knocks and making a few bits of profit along the way. But again, if you build it up too fast, without learning, without practicing on a lot of collections, you are going to fail. Fail, fail, fail. So I'll repeat again, start small. Start small. Whatever your experience, start small. So when you're more experienced, what do you want to do? So we started small. All right, so you guys are listening. So there's a learning fee you'll have to pay. You'll have to start small. But then what do you do after that? You can increase the size. You can move to 10, 15 or 20 per position. That's the next gradual step up. But then that's the next important thing. You might start using bots. You're using new software for the first time, new blockchains. Whenever you're doing something new, the chance of making a mistake is high. The chance of sticky fingers, heavy fingers, high. You might accidentally click the button that says 10 sol rather than 1 sol, and then you're in trouble. And what's another issue? So there's more. The other issue is the slippage. So when you're placing very big trades, you're going to get overcharged. It's not worth it because by the time the trade goes through, you'll have paid 10% more than you should have. So what's my point there? So even if you're taking a big position, you're very confident, you've been making loads of money on meme coins for a while now, and you want your next trade, you're like, I want to put 500 into this, I'm confident. Split it up. Split it up into at least two 250s, 250 and 250, or 5 times 100. Yes, the price will move up and down and you won't get your perfect entry, but you won't get destroyed with slippage. Because in early collections, and you want to invest a little bit heavily, you're very, very confident, you've seen the same setup so many times before, but the liquidity is only 3k or something, so it's just now starting, it's a brand new collection now starting. Your massive 500 purchase will push it up significantly, and that causes a few problems. One is you'll be overpaying way more than the price you would have paid here. You'd be paying somewhere like 3/4 of the way up that candle. I know that from experience. So it's way more than you should have been paying. And then the other thing, other people who bought here, bots and stuff like that, they're quickly going to sell because they've got a good option to get out. And the price is going to go all the way back down here. And then you're suddenly already holding a significant loss just because you made the mistake of trading a big position. Now, you'll see it all the time. You hear about it on Twitter and stuff. Random new people come into meme coins and they'll suddenly put 10 grand behind something or 5 grand. Madness. And people joke about it in the Telegram and stuff because, look, if you even buy in for that, why don't you split it up? They don't split it up because they don't know. They don't understand all these things. They think it's just like trading Bitcoin or Ethereum or something. It's not. It's very, very different. Liquidity's low. Most collections, nearly all, always the liquidity is low on these newer ones. So you have to respect the low liquidity by doing it slowly. It's almost like you're doing it stealth in a way. You're just slowly buying up because you have the belief something's going to happen. And the other good thing is, if you're buying it up slowly, it gives you time. You can just watch the price a little bit. And if the price is already pumping, maybe you stop at 300 because you've got 300 invested in a good position and you're in good profit. But if you see it dump in more, then you might suddenly stop after buying 200 and be like, well, let me hold on here. Let me not do the whole 500. So just be patient and take your time and understand mistakes are made. There's new technology to learn. There's lots of slippage as well. In no scenario here, I don't care how rich you are, should you be paying 10,000 or 5,000 in a meme coin ever. There's never a scenario that makes sense. You can buy 5,000, but you'll split up the payments, even in a well-established one, to split it up over 1,000 times 5 payments, just so you get in at your good prices and stuff. I've showed you in other videos with slippage how and on 1 second charts, how literally just waiting a few seconds here or there, you could be the difference of getting in for 50% more or less in a price. That's ridiculous. And again, new people don't see that. They'll just go on a normal hour chart or minute chart or 5-minute chart and they randomly start overpaying for things or selling lower than they could have sold for. Massive mistakes to make. But that's why you invested in this training, so you don't do that. So please heed my advice, listen to it. It's from a lot of experience. Start slow, start small always, and gradually build up from there. And then even when you build up, there's a limit to where you've built up to. You're never going to be placing trades for thousands of dollars on any meme coin. You're always going to split up, even if you have a lot of conviction. Protect your trading account at all costs. Final tip for you. So as you're building up your trading account, because that's the point of this training, so you're turning you started with 10 SOL, let's say you've been trading for a week or so and it's going really well and you're at 25 Sol and you're like, Sajid, what do I do here? It's going really well. Yes, you can definitely increase your trading size a little bit, but just be careful. There'll be good days and bad days as well, so don't rush. But what do you do with 25 Sol? Make sure you don't have all of this cash sitting in your account. A few reasons for this. Number one, just general hacks and risks. It's just normal, good idea, security control, to send 15 of these, or, because you never need more than 10, because I just said you're never going to have these massive positions, and usually you're only going to be involved in 1 or 2 coins. You're not going to be involved in 20. You shouldn't be involved in 20. Otherwise you'd not be able to keep track of what the hell's going on. So send 15 of these to your centralized exchange, put it back in your bank account, get rid of it. That's your profit. Take it away. So you don't get emotionally invested and struggle with other emotional problems. When you have too much money in your account, this is where you can start placing bad trades. Just because you've got more money and you think you're in loads of profit and it's the house money and you can just do whatever you want. Don't do that. Take money out. This is not held as tokens, by the way. I'm assuming you've held it as Solana Cash. You've already sold stuff. Take 15 out, get it back to 10. That's a really good thing to do for security reason. It's a good thing to do because of emotional reasons, as I've just discussed as well. And generally, it's good advice to protect your trading size. So it'll mean your trading size remains small. For some of these wallets, you can click the maximum button or the half button, and suddenly you might be investing all 25 Sol and you don't even know it. So for the bots as well that you're using, sometimes it's helpful to keep that money on the low side in your wallet. So many reasons for this, many reasons it will actually help you as well. So just keep that in mind. Once you're making profits and stuff, regularly take them out and cash them away. And it gives you an idea actually about how much you're making from meme coins as well, week by week, as we go forward as well. That's it. Thanks for listening.